Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Yay. All right. Ready for...
Welcome back.
Thank you. It is so good to be back. I love it. I love it.
Glad you're back.
Thank you. Thank you, Larry.
Well, I'm disappointed. I thought you'd be speaking another language by now.
You know, I tried.
She's not speaking another language? Oh,
Oh, I missed you guys. It's great. All right. Welcome, everybody. If you're new or an old regular, all of us ready to do the work.
Wait, did she just call us old? I
I
heard old, Larry. Did you? I heard old.
don't know.
she's right. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, me too at this point, right? Okay. So, starting with a quote from Loving What Is, one you might have heard before. This is just where it seemed to land today. If I had a prayer, it would be this: God, spare me from the desire for love, approval, or appreciation. Amen. If I had a prayer, it would be this: God, spare me from the desire for love, approval, or appreciation. Amen. So, such a good one. I'm just noticing wherever it is that you might want acceptance, love, approval, appreciation, contact, connection. Boy, that comes up a lot. And like we do here, so welcome if anybody's new. We just take a moment at the beginning to consider what our stressful thoughts have been. And the way you get started with that is just see a stressful situation. Kind of can't miss it. Somebody who bugs you, a situation where you got upset, angry, sad, irritated, frustrated. Just notice that moment, narrow in on that moment and see what it is that you would just say out of the emotion. What does it look like if you just allowed yourself to be judgmental, petty, childish? You just kind of took dictation and heard whatever the voice is saying about that. What's your complaint? What is your um, objection to what is? So just notice that kind of moment, sit with it if you need to, and let's hear some of what comes up. Larry.
Perfect. I'm thinking of a specific situation where I was afraid. There was a meeting. I could not hear what was going on. There were about 200 people there. And I just wanted to, I was so afraid to speak up and say,
Ah,
I can't hear what's going on. And I was doing a worksheet and I got to number 4 and I got to be happy, I need people to agree with me. In other
oh,
words, I needed to know I wasn't alone in
yeah.
not hearing. I found out later I wasn't, but at that moment, I was so afraid to speak up.
Isn't that so interesting? Yeah. What's the worst that could happen if you said something like what do you imagine is the worst that could happen?
Oh, the entire 199, well, 198, because my wife was there with me and I think she'd support me, but 198 people would say, Shut up, you're ruining the meeting. I hear perfectly. What's wrong? There's something wrong with you.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
just be humiliated.
Okay. All right. So good to notice. I must avoid humiliation. It does fit so well with the opening quote, that prayer of Katie's. Yeah. I need people to agree with me. All right. All right. And I don't want to even risk the chance that they won't. So I'm going to be silent. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, Paul. Hang on, you need to unmute.
Mine is similar to Larry's. Thank you. I was just in a meeting with one of our 30-something-year-old analysts, and he asked, "So what did you think of that report request that I put in? I'm in reporting." And I remembered he put something in, but I didn't want to admit that, well, I kind of ignored it because it was way over my head. So I kind of blundered through and asked him to bring it up, and we looked at it. And then in the end, he had built several deeper levels than we normally go, and said, "Well, I was with another teammate, do y'all want to take this over?" And I really didn't. And I had a really hard time saying, no, you've built this. You really need to keep it going and get in touch with Epic and ask them. And I'd like to hear how it works out, but I really don't know enough to do that. And I noticed I was putting myself down thinking, oh, I should have jumped in here and gone, yeah, I'll take it. Absolutely. I'm your champion. But it was like, no, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. So if I say no, I won't be as,
He won't help me next time.
yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. I need to say yes to receive help later.
And I need to have the answers.
Okay. Awesome. Good one. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else want to share situation, stressful thought? Allison, hello.
Hi, I would like to share. I can't see the other participants, so I hope I'm not interrupting anyone.
You're fine. You're good.
Um, I think I'm coming just in I'm like in confusion, maybe.
Mhm.
Um, I've totally done the work on this one before, but I've had an ongoing thing with this person in my life that I think at one I think at one point we were dating and we're not, and then it's that experience of like greater and greater sort of distance and disconnection, and then today just find just I feel like I'm always like, what is the I'm just trying to figure out the new normal with us, like what is,
Mm.
like, so we don't hang out anymore. Is that, do you want to always not hang out anymore, or is this just a coincidence and then we don't we don't text each other anymore? Is that, finally today I was like, what do you want? And he was like, I want to not feel obligated. And I was like, okay, I release you from obligation. And now I'm like, what did that just mean? like are we, I don't know what it mean. And I had set a boundary of like, if we're not going to be in touch consistently over like voicemail or text, then let's just not do that, because it's weird to be inconsistent in that way for me with some, like particularly with him. But now I'm like, what? I don't know. I release this person of obligation. Does that mean we're not friends? And then I think I've had a lot of stuff with him where I'm like, I don't know if we were ever friends.
Oh, yeah.
Like if yeah, and I'm emotional and I'm like, I don't know what I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some ways you can start. I mean, it is interesting how some relationships are really like they stick and they bring up something and they're like, You could just, in some ways, this may be far from how you feel at the moment, but you just trust it's bringing something up for you that you need, that is getting worked out. It's, you know, it's doing whatever it needs to do, and it's this opportunity.
Okay.
It's an opportunity to let go. And you said, I don't know what this was. I don't know. So even just starting with, I need to know. I need to know what this is a good thing to question.
Okay.
And we'll see where it goes. Need to know what this is. Yeah. I need to know what it is for myself, most of all. But yeah, isn't it just something like what we're doing it with this work? It just really strikes me like it looks like there's these things that happen that are really difficult. And then our whole body and everything goes, no, 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 get that away from me. I don't want that to happen. Or I gotta, some things it's hard in the mind and hard in the heart and feelings. So even just this first layer of saying anything difficult that happens, it's my chance for freedom. Because I am able to be free no matter what happens. No matter what happens. And even though it doesn't feel like it, you know, you get your leg chopped off, you think, I'm not free. It's not so good. I don't know. But yeah, somebody's not around. I'm not free. I'm not peaceful. I'm not free to love. So just noticing that like something comes along with this particular person and it, yes, I understand. Some of them look like and they're getting worked out for a long time. It's a very slow burn. Yeah. And today you just let that, I love that you're letting it burn and letting the feeling be there. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you for, letting us be there. Yeah. See it.
Thank
Yeah, of course. So one more, one more person. Anybody else want to share situation, stressful thought? Lori and Michelle. Two people raise their hand at the same time. Okay. Lori, yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you great.
Okay, good. Um, yeah, it's a thought that I've had for a while, and it's he shouldn't be dysregulated again.
Yeah.
And it's my partner, and he has some autism, or I guess whatever the proper word is these days. I don't know. Anyway, um, he gets dysregulated and sometimes and just checks out and
Mm,
emotionally, yeah, from the relationship. But so I always have that thought, oh, he shouldn't be dysregulated again, and yet here he is. So,
yes. Okay, really good one. Very clear. There he is. You know it exactly what it looks like. That checking out thing. There it is. Absence of, whatever when it is connected. So you know what it looks like. And we'll inquire. We get to inquire here. It's a good one. Thank you,
mhm,
Lori. Thank you.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. And Michelle.
Hi,
No?
I my boss is we have a new employee and my boss is not liking her and she's complaining about her to me
Ah,
and my I'm feeling really awkward hearing her complaints
ah,
because I feel like I'm losing myself and I feel pressure to agree.
good one. Okay. So Sounds like you definitely see what the, what the oppositional thoughts are that are in there that are like, um, if you just had just like, she shouldn't complain. She shouldn't complain.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, yeah, it's really uncomfortable. I'm scared not to agree.
So good. Okay. Um, if I don't agree, so if I bring something up or like whatever it looks like, so what does that mean if you don't agree? What's the worst that could happen?
How will I ever get that love, approval, appreciation?
Yes. I need to agree with her.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I guess the worst that would happen is she would then complain about me.
Ah, sure.
So,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Don't want,
Or I would, if I'm true to myself, that she would take it wrong.
yeah. Okay. So just notice that fear, that clenching that comes up. Like we just see like, oh, and we can't even like find sort of a easy, rational, relaxed way to speak to this person. It just looks like, like,
And agreeing.
yes, yes, nodding head. Oh, yeah, oh, okay, yeah, oh gosh, right. Yeah. So, um, and just compassion for yourself, surviving,
Yeah,
survival moves.
yeah,
That's all right. But now you're going to
yeah.
question it.
Do you think the best sentence is she shouldn't be complaining about her to me?
Yeah, yes.
Okay,
I mean,
thank you.
yes, you're welcome. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Good ones that have to do with this kind of idea about needing to receive love, approval, and appreciation, be accepted. So everyone, whether one of these thoughts is yours or you have your own thought that's yours, just hold your thought. Like you might want to write down your thought so it's right in front of you. And you can borrow a thought that you've heard. Find a situation that matches it, where you really looks proof, like you've got proof that this is the case. You see that person, see yourself in that situation. Sometimes there's a series of situations, I know, and just see if you can narrow it, like you really have proof this is the case, this is true, your thought. Now let's do the work. Okay. Just your answers. No right or wrong answers. So is your thought true? Do you need that? Is that they shouldn't do that? Is that true? And I love this one has the two questions. So if it looks like, well, yes, yes. Can you absolutely know? Can you absolutely know this is true? Can you absolutely know it? So let's hear. Paul, how about you?
Are we with the two questions or are we on question three?
No, just the two. Is it
Yeah,
true?
I have a no.
How'd you find that?
Because if I had said yes, I would have needed a lot of his help to proceed. So it would have taken even more of his time.
Oh,
And
okay.
it would have proven to me even more how useless I am. So better to get out now.
Okay. Good. Yes. As you look and project into the future, you could say, no, I don't even know what the outcome, and it might not be that great anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Lori.
Yeah. Question one was right away I said no. And then I was like, well, let me just give myself a yes, just so I can say yes and feel that,
Yeah.
feeling of you're darn right.
Yes.
But I knew better. And then what was interesting is when you said, can you absolutely know? On the second question, I was like, of course I can't know. I'm not in his head. I
Yeah.
can't know whether he's should be dysregulated or not. I'm not in there. Like I haven't a clue. Which was really helpful just to, and it's amazing how just putting the emphasis on that word, can you know,
Yeah.
really helped me to be able to see that.
Yeah. Good. Awesome. And I love you gave yourself the yes. I love that there's two questions here on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. Damn it. What'd you find, Michelle? True? Absolutely true?
I gotta know
Mm.
because the boss is just being herself. I, I, she's doing what she does.
Yeah, there she is. What's the reality? She is talking about this other person, and it sounds like a complaint to me. And okay.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Larry.
Well, first one's yes. I got back in that situation,
Hmm.
that specific situation, and I'm there. And I stopped myself from speaking up. Yes, I need to know that when I speak up, you are going to agree with me.
Great.
Otherwise, it gets into all there's the reactions.
Yeah.
But then it's not, of course not absolutely true. Nothing is. I mean, in my mind. Well,
Yes.
so,
Yes. Yeah.
and even if I knew they were going to agree with me, I'm not sure I would have spoken up. It's so weird. If I knew before I spoke, oh, well, no one can hear. I
Yeah.
might still be like, I don't know, might still be stopped. So it's not absolutely true, is the bottom line to it.
Great. All right. Thank you. Okay. So what happens when you think it? You're in your situation, you have this thought, you're able to remember and recall and think about the situation, maybe a lot, even now. How do you react when you're believing this thought? What happens? And you're just noticing. What's it like between you and this event, this person, this this moment in life? Paul.
It's not good.
It's not good. All right.
Not good.
Yeah.
It's a feeling of being really down on myself.
Mm.
And back, the mind is just playing, oh, you should have done, oh, you should have. Very, very busy mind, just putting me down. See, good grief. But you're not going to be any help. He's not going to help you. I mean, so many, so many ongoing, feeling nervous, I feel like, oh, I should call him back and say, hey, no, 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 I'll help. I'll help. Um, Future, he won't help me, or even worse, he'll tell others, hey, don't ask Paul for help. He's no help.
Wow.
And plenty of failures in the past to call upon.
Okay. So good to see all those dangers that like, oh my God, danger, 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 danger. Yeah. And I always think it has to come from past experience. When I'm imagining these dangers, I've just experienced this danger before. It was totally unknown. I wouldn't even imagine it. Yeah.
And this time I said no. In the past, I said yes and regretted it.
Uh,
And I thought, now if I say no, oh, it'll be good. No, it's not good.
it's sometimes so interesting, right? It looks dangerous whether you say yes and whether you say no.
Right?
It's kind of like a yeah, lose 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 situation.
Yes.
Lose lose, yeah. Yeah. All right. Good to notice. Good to notice. Stressful. Larry.
Yeah, thank Paul got helped me. I was able to add stuff.
Very
But I thought I need people to agree with me. And if I'm afraid they won't, I'm all alone. I'll be humiliated. I'm frightened to talk. I'm kind of frozen in not knowing what to do and trying desperately to find a way to get what I need without having to ask for it.
mm,
I feel like a coward.
well,
I'm anxious, and it's not going to make any difference anyway. Why bother?
oh yeah. Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
wait, why even bothered speaking up? So what? So they give me what I get what I want. So what? Or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one too. Like that comes in and sort of dismisses this interest in being able to hear what's being said. Just, oh, it doesn't matter. You know. Yeah. Which is great because it shows how same thing as Paul. It's like something's dangerous about this. Not speaking up is dangerous. It looks dangerous. Lori.
Yeah. How do I react when I believe that thought? My heart sinks and I think not again. Um,
Hmm.
and this week I was able to connect that it reminds me of a friend that I had in junior high who was never available. I would ask her to go do things and she could never say yes. Found out later she had a pretty messed up home situation, but in the meantime, when I was a teenager, it was always a source of disappointment for me
Hmm.
and disappointed. And then also, it reminds me of that feeling of my alcoholic ex-husband when he was out cold on the couch, not present and available to be in a relationship.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Good images. Yeah. Or really kind of like it's like the volume gets turned up on somebody fading back, or not being present. And I'm just like staring at it. How do I react when I think this thought? It's 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 the movie I'm watching. I'm in the theater and it's the whole thing. They are not here. They're
Like you're supposed to be here
yes,
and you're not.
yes, yes, yes. So it's so good to notice that how strong it gets. Uh,
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. that powerful to notice how it's like, you know, it just amazing how the thought is completely filling your whole mind and perception and everything, like the way we react, you know, like we'll just do something and like if you saw some, you know, if you're run into something and it surprises you and you get startled and then you realize, oh, that wasn't anything, you know, it's not what I thought it was. Um, it's kind of funny, but it's so filled. Your everything that you're seeing, every way that you're seeing it is looks like it's fitting into this belief, and it looks dangerous and upsetting and stressful. So the thought, you know, is this peaceful? Does this bring peace or stress to have this thought? Sometimes seems like such a ridiculous question, you know. But noticing that, does it bring peace or stress? Very stressful from what people have shared. But what a great thing to notice. Okay. Also really just loving being with it here today too. The it looks like if this person changed, if this situation hadn't come up, if this timeline were different, you know, if something in external changed, then I would be happy. And so I'm dependent on whatever I'm seeing to change for my happiness. And it doesn't, it puts me in a victim position. Okay, so this is really powerful, this fourth question. Who am I without this thought, without this story? Who would you be without this thought in the same situation? And if it's hard to see it in the same situation, just come back and first notice, you know, right here, right now, who are you without this thought? Who would you be without it? If it just suddenly wasn't in your mind, if you weren't able to think it, you're not thinking it all the time. Sometimes you forget about it. Just notice, who would you be without the thought? Now, see yourself in that situation. Just notice the presence of that person. Just put the whole thing on pause a moment. No movement. Just being right there, you know, without the thought. Without the thought. What if I didn't believe this? What if I didn't have this thought run through my mind in this moment? Larry.
Yeah, this is interesting. When you said dangerous before, that was really struck me. Dangerous. It's dangerous out there. And I realized the reason it's dangerous is because I'm dangerous. The only way I can see to get what I want, I have to be angry. Build up enough head of steam and go, you know. So
Yeah.
I thought without the thought, I'd just say, I can't hear it. There'd be no, you know,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
I wouldn't be dangerous. I'm the danger really in that situation.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I would, I wouldn't have to be angry. I would just, what's the word? Politely, calmly,
yeah.
generously, lovingly say what I want. Here's what I want.
Wow, yes, I
Maybe I'll
totally
get
get
it,
it.
maybe I won't, but here's the situation.
Yeah, yeah. So that's great. I love that seeing that how I'm perceiving the thing that I see out there is where my mind is going, that it's the same. There's the same energy in here. Yeah,
Yeah, no wonder I'm scared.
yeah,
I'm frightened of myself.
yes,
Really. I'm frightened that I
yeah,
will. And then, I'll be furious and then regret. That's my pattern, you know.
yeah,
Furious and then, oh God, why did I say it that way?
yes, yes,
I am dangerous.
yeah. Wow, so good. Okay, it's awesome. Lori.
That was interesting. I noticed that I was without the thought. If I couldn't even believe that thought, I was like, oh, I would be in this neutral position,
Mm,
like noticing moment to moment. Um, I don't know if he's dysregulated this moment or this next one or the next one. And in the past, the history has been he can be dysregulated for weeks and even months.
mm,
Um, but if I don't believe the thought, I leave opportunity for him to be undysregulated
uh,
in this next moment. He could be back to normal. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of interesting to just sit in that, oh, I'm anticipating he's going to be like this every moment going forward until whenever, but I really don't know. Like if I can just sit in that neutral space, it's not very stressful at all because and it's almost makes me like curious to
mm,
try and stay open to the possibility that he won't I may walk out of this room right now and he might not be dysregulated anymore. I don't know.
uh, yeah, so great. Right. I love that neutral and don't know. Neutral, don't know. Don't know. I don't know. Where some mind is trying to make predictions and, get in there and kind of maybe it's this, maybe it's that,
Well,
Just-
I really learned that I'm automatically putting on top of believing that thought, I'm putting on that it's going to be like last time. I
yeah,
don't know that. Like I
yes.
have no clue. Yeah.
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 Yeah. And very normal. I mean, for the mind to do that, that's what minds do. So it's okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, don't know that it's so. Without the thought, just without the thought. Okay. It's really something to be without the thought, just that neutral, don't know, like let go, relaxed. Just relax. What if you could relax in this situation? And just relax. Paul.
I noticed that's exactly what happened. It's like, oh, I did good. That's not something I could handle. It's not something I'm comfortable with. It's not. I don't. I don't need to fix that. I don't need to be the hero here.
Hmm.
I need to say no, like I did, and let the chips fall where they may. And I know Casey. He's fine with it. So I've lost nothing, and yeah,
Isn't that great? Right. Just like, oh, all those geysers shooting up about what's going to happen in the future. Just right now.
yeah, it is really hard to say no.
Yeah. Which is great to, just be aware of. It's so good. it's compassionate to the self to realize how hard it is to say no and like what that looks like and everything there that is there for you and just it's all right. So always a little compassion for the self for doing whatever it's doing, the mind, you know. Yeah. All right. Let's turn it around. So first turn around, all to the self. So I need me to do that with myself. I need me to agree with me. I need me to say yes to myself to receive help. I like Lori's, I shouldn't be dysregulated again. I need to know what this is, for me. I need to know yeah, I need to know who I am. I need to have the answers for myself. What kind of examples can you find? So just trying on that turn around to the self. Anyone can share, even if you haven't even spoken yet so far. Michelle, you have a frown on your face. You're like, "Grr."
I know. I shouldn't be complaining about her to me.
Ah,
And I'm just wondering, what does that look like?
yeah.
How can I? Because it's not just my boss that complains about her, it's several people.
Oh,
And maybe just listening.
sure. Yeah,
I shouldn't be complaining about her to me. Um, I don't.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and I like how you're really noticing in the original, there's my boss is doing the complaining, and then there's people are complaining. So I'm just, taking in this information as I would be, because I'm part of the whole scene. I'm part of the group. And so to say I shouldn't be complaining, even about myself, in the middle of this situation, whatever the energy of complaining is. Uh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, like complaining is usually like, this is terrible, this is terrible, this is terrible, this is terrible. I don't like it. I don't like it. And it often can feel quite repetitive. Complaint. It's I can't remember. I've looked up the roots of the word before because I remember I've had lots of complaints about, and then I realized one day I complain about people who complain, which is kind of your, So here I am, I'm going like, I'm against it, I'm against it, I'm against it. Every time she's complaining, I have an internal complaint in here. And I might even be complaining, like I seems like complaining. I've complained when I don't feel like I can directly address it. Or like I'm worried about the person's suffering. Like one of my grandmothers I thought of her as complaining all the time. And I really realized, oh, I was very sad even when I was a kid because she was so unhappy. Felt like there's no way to fix it. But then you could almost question, I need to fix it. Is it true? But it's just to be there you know, with love, bring love to the situation, even with yourself. You have the power.
Yeah.
You know, my own complaints are like, I can't do anything in this situation at all.
Yeah.
Probably not true.
Yeah.
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 So I shouldn't complain, and it happens really fast. It's almost like there's a complaint energy the minute the complaint's coming out of her mouth. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and just see, okay, stop. If I stop, what's possible here? You know, what am I able to do? And we don't even have to know the details of the actual action. It's just, if I felt this, like imagining being in her presence without complaining about myself or her. And I'm just hearing this, I'm hearing this stream of words. I'm looking at that person.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are, and that can sometimes be even just acknowledging we don't
Mm-hmm.
do something becomes more clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Lori.
Yeah. Um, I shouldn't be dysregulated again.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I wrote down why ruin my day? Like it's not my turn. Like Katie used to say that about, I can't remember. It's like when you say
Right.
you're feeling something for someone else, it's like, no, it's not your turn.
Yes.
And so that kind of made me chuckle. It's like, yeah, that's right. It's not my turn to be dysregulated. So I ran real quick. I looked in Chat GPT for dysregulated and looked to see what some other words were, and imbalanced was in there. I
Ah,
was like, yeah, just because he's off balance doesn't mean that
yeah.
I need to be off balance too.
Yes.
Um, but I couldn't really think of any others. So if anybody has any, I'm open to listening. I don't,
Other
it's kind
example
of,
or
yeah, example, sure, yeah.
yeah, I shouldn't be dysregulated. Well, I just love how you found it. It's kind of like the minute your mind says, that's dysregulation I'm seeing over there. I'm, and I have my disappointment reaction. You know, I mean, I just go into off whatever my balance is, it does what it does, like that pattern. And you know, who knows what will happen from just looking and seeing it. He does that, and then I do this.
I don't think I slow it down long enough to like notice
Uh,
that piece of it, like, okay, he's doing that again. What am I doing? Because I have no control over him, but
yes,
I definitely can notice what I'm up to.
yes, yes, which is lovely, you know. Wow, and back over here, without that person, without you know, attending to that person, kind of staring at them like we do. I have personal experience as well, but you know, it just come back to here, being with me, just looking around and enjoying what else is happening besides just this thing that was so caught my attention and just being with me. Yeah. Larry.
Yeah, it's something I wanted to say about my thing too, but listening to Lori, I was wondering what the heck is dysregulated?
Mm.
I
Well,
thought just looking into that word might be interesting. I have no idea. Well, I'm dysregulated. I don't know what that means actually.
yeah. I love how she said she went into Chat GPT and was, you know, getting other words for it. Yeah.
I was like, give me synonyms.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun to hear whatever our mind, like, yeah, however we label it, and then going like, huh, where did I get that label? Like, what is that word that popped into my head? Which I didn't make
It,
up. It just came along.
It's an autism word for,
Yeah,
yeah.
great. Yes,
That's where I got it from, but yeah.
yes,
It's
yes, yes.
used in autism. People are autistic are described as dysregulated.
Yes.
Interesting. For me, when you talked about complaining, the turnaround that I was completely puzzled by, I need me to agree with me. And at first I'm like, what the heck is that?
Uh-huh.
And I'm not sure this is right or connected, but I thought to myself, when I get like that, where um, I'm just not speaking, I'm just complaining to myself, and
Hmm.
I actually don't want to solve the problem. I
Uh,
don't want to find what's possible. I just want to be angry.
yeah. It's
And
like
this
you
gives
sort
me
of,
permission to be angry.
sure. It sounds like
Your
something
fault.
goes right straight from like you see that there's a dilemma and then it moves fast to, you know, the fight. Um, but if I came back, I like yours, I need me to agree with me, like even pre-anger, right? Because anger is sort of like a fear. It's a form of fear. Like I'm not going to get my needs met here. I can't hear anything. But prior to that, like when I first ever have the awareness, I can't hear. Oh, oh, like sweetheart, like, oh, you can't hear. Let's ask. Let's ask for them to speak up and raise your hand, or whatever.
Yeah, if I weren't so busy making you wrong,
Uh-huh. Yes.
I might think of that possibility of being
Yes.
kind to myself and
Yeah. Yeah.
interested in my needs or without
Yes.
trampling on yours.
Yes. Yes. Because you probably would be naturally that way if, that there wasn't other thoughts coming in that I need to defend or push, blast through or this
Yeah,
won't
I think
happen.
how often politically I don't care, God damn, if you agree with me. I just want to be pissed.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't want to make a difference. I just want to be angry. So the complaining that you mentioned, I hadn't thought of that word in that way. That was good. Thank
Yeah. Okay. So let's turn it around to the other. So just, if you have something that I need people to agree with me, I need me to agree with people. Yeah. Um, and if you're not in it, like if you're just she shouldn't complain, then you don't really have a turnaround to the other. You just have a turnaround to the opposite. She should complain. She should be doing. Why is it a benefit that this person is doing this in my life for me personally? Is there a benefit that I'm missing that this person is showing up in this way? It doesn't mean anything about I deserve it or I earned it or something like that. That's what happens. It's bad karma. I don't know. It's just, is there something that I genuinely can find that is interesting for me that this is happening? It's my opportunity. Yeah, Michelle.
It helps me to remember my boss is innocent in this as well. The thoughts are happening I don't know that she's finding them. They're just occurring to her.
Yes.
And she's, using the external,
Yeah.
just like we all do at times, to blame our internal experience. And can I be compassionate for that happening?
Yes.
I
Yes.
know what that's like.
Yes. which is,
Yes.
yeah, how, kind, to
Hmm.
see that. And who
Yeah.
knows, then what can shift just by being able
The
to see that.
When I first started, it was a helpless feeling of I don't want to be in this position.
Yeah.
And now I feel a little more empowered that okay, I just reflect back to her. That's all.
Yes.
I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll know exactly, you know what to do, your
Hmm.
situation. We got it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that's a great way to put that is like just seeing if this offered something, this is offering something to me. What is it? And I might not even know completely yet, but can I trust that there's some something interesting or of benefit? Larry.
I thought it was in line with that. I thought right up front when you said that our difficulties are our chance for freedom.
Hmm.
I thought that's the benefit for me.
Yes. Yes.
Really stay um, sane
Yes. Yes.
and just see that the difficulty it contains the benefit in some way.
Yes. That's great. Yeah. I know we can't always remember that in the moment, but yeah. Lori.
Yeah. He should be dysregulated again. And it gives me an opportunity to practice being around him when he's like this, because every time I seem to learn different things, mostly about how to take care of myself,
Mhm.
um, when somebody's in the household like that.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so that part. And then also, he should be dysregulated again. The usual, because he is, which is really
Yes.
helpful to go, okay, this is
Yeah.
what I'm dealing with. And then the other thing was, he should be dysregulated again. He doesn't have the work or any tools to deal with whatever's going on in his head. So, you know, I can definitely have compassion, for
Yeah.
a person who doesn't have a program or tools or anything. So, yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. It's great. Yeah. Very powerful. Very powerful to be around these people, whoever it is in your life, and just be able to find even one thing that is why is it a benefit that this is, doesn't mean you have to stay with them. I like how Byron Katie said, yeah, you can bring love to any situation. It doesn't mean you have to live with the person. So it doesn't mean anything about that it just, how is it that this is showing up and yeah, do I start to think I am not enough to handle this situation? But how do I know I am? I'm in it. So complete opposite, if you didn't get that one yet, it should be happening. I don't need to know. I don't need that. All those. And finding examples, just being with that. Could it be just as true or truer? Wonderful work, everybody. Thank you for your presence. Yeah, wonderful to have
Thank
you
you.
all there. Yeah.
Thank you, Grace.
You're so welcome. Nice.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I'm learning about the work. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. Good to have you here.
It's a lot of work, the work.
It is. Yes, it's called the work. It's work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. See you all next time. Lots of love, everybody. See some of you in summer camp next week. All right.
Same to you. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Okay. Bye.